What is going on, everybody? KJ Wiggums back with another episode on Westby, Wisconsin. How is everybody doing today? I hope y'all are doing well. So today we have to get our hay windrow up. We got to get the case baler out and get that all baled up. We only have that little strip that is just down on the other side of our empty field. I have not done anything with these trailers yet for a place to park them. I do kind of have an idea that I'm going to park them actually just right here to our right. I'm going to come in here and clean out some of this brush and everything, and I'm thinking about putting it in there. So I have also come up with another way that we could possibly make some money. So once I get up here to the field, I will show you guys that stuff. But I'm thinking trying to expand the farm when it comes to crops and everything. Maybe another nice way for us to bring in some extra cash, especially during the slow periods when we don't really have a lot to do. I don't have a whole lot of heifers or beef cattle on the farm yet, so utilizing some of these fields for other crops, some cash crops or something like that, I think may be a smarter bet for us. But we'll have to see how that goes. But we got this hay that we cut, I think it was about 2 episodes ago now. We cut it when we did all the grass as well. I've let it sit for, I think it's been 2 days in game, so we're looking at like 2 weeks, I believe it is. Oh, drove past it. It's going to actually start right here, so let's back that up. We will get in line here. Let's actually jump outside the cab. We'll get this unfolded. Line up here. This should give us about 6 bales, I think. I'm hoping. But before we do that, what I'm going to do is I'll jump over and I will show you what I'm thinking for a cash crop. Alrighty, so here's what I'm thinking. If you look at this field here, 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 and here, I am going to be planting soybeans in these 4 fields. As you can see right now, I have a helper down there. They are already almost done with our first field of soybeans. I do only have 2 more days, not counting today, to get these fields done. I don't think that's going to be a big problem. We are still pushing money a little bit. We still have to get up to 5,000, and at this point, we are just below 3,000, so I've thought about maybe picking up a contract to help bring in a little bit of money, but I don't know if I really want to go that route of doing everything. I do have some straw bales, I have some hay bales, I do have some stuff that I could sell. Our silage bales are not ready yet are not fully fermented to sell, so I can't do that yet. But I do have other ways that we can make some money without having to pick up a contract. So what we're going to do is, like I said, these 4 fields we're going to do with soybeans. And hopefully that will bring in a nice bit of income when it's at its highest price. We do have the 2 silos, so one of those will be for the wheat and one of those will be for the soybeans. But other than that, let's get back to getting this hay windrow up. Alright, got about 2 more, I think 2 more passes here, and then we'll have this all windrowed. That first soybean field is coming along. Not a huge fan of the way Course Play is setting them up. I did have to custom make the fields. So what my goal is I'm going to get all of the fields and their boundaries done up. And then I am going to see where the markers are. So like you can see here, like, let's take a look. Like right here, we obviously have a field there, but the course play boundary that I drew is over here. So I'm going to go around and paint in the meadow grass on all of that around all of these fields so that it is completely taken care of with borders in it. And then I will have all of the custom fields in, and once that time comes to start planting, we're looking at getting out of plowing and doing, you know, like just straight cultivating or a no-till type deal, and then we'll have all the fields set up that way, and hopefully by the end of this season or beginning of next season, I will have all of the fields mapped out, and we will be good to go when it comes to the course play stuff, and I'll be able to get through some of these fields a little bit quicker. I've had a lot of issues when it comes to the hired help doing some of the stuff, so I'm trying to find different ways. I told you guys in some earlier episodes that I'm looking to get rid of, or trying to utilize course play a little bit more in this series. I didn't really use it all that much before, so I am trying to get a better understanding of it and use it a lot more to help get some of the work done, especially with us only having 2 real tractors. We have the 620, but it's really small, so it's not going to do a whole lot of work for us. Maybe some carting, but I think top speed on that thing is 12 miles an hour, so I probably won't even use that for a whole lot of carting. I think for me, my big thing is just trying to get the lime stuff under control and keep it off the grass fields, be able to come in and actually fertilize these grass fields when we dig them up over the winter time and stuff like that is really what I'm shooting for. Just to be able to rotate, do some crop rotation, use the fields and everything in that manner. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I get it all figured out and we can go from there. But that is all of our hay rode up, so that's nice. Now we'll have to hook up to the baler, and we'll have to get that out here and start getting this stuff baled. Alrighty, so we are coming down to our last 2 windrows of hay here, and needless to say, I was off only by a long shot. We got well over 6 bales. I mean, just in our first 2 windrows alone, I got 9 bales off of that. I think at this point we're sitting close to 12 bales, I think, right now. But I will get a full count at the end of our last windrow, and we'll see where we're at. Work is still being done on the soybean fields. The second field is being worked on right now as we speak. So at least today, we got the hay taken care of. We've gotten 2 of our fields taken care of. And then I think tomorrow is when we are going to end up getting the other 2 fields taken care of. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do off camera, I think I'm going to take one shot at the grass field between the two soybean fields that we planted today. I'm going to go around with course play on that and then get that grass field completely cultivated up and taken care of. And then we'll have an idea of where that border is on there. I actually may go through and also do the field we're working on here as well, because this is kind of a smaller one. And if I get it worked in now, I don't think we'll lose too much grass for hay or silage. I think we still have 2 more areas that we can cut. And then if we allow everything else to grow back in, we should be able to get at least 1 more cut off of them this year as well. So I think we'll be pretty good when it comes to hay and silage, grass for the silage. Our corn should be coming up so we can make some earlage out of that as well. I'm hoping to, get everything out and get that little strip. That whole entire field is going to have to be plowed up. It is going to have to be limed. It's going to have to get some manure on it. We're going to have to get the stones and everything picked up. That whole field is going to need flipped. And we're probably not going to end up using it at all this year. It will more than likely just go into be fallow for the rest of this year and possibly next year as well. So that is the last bit of our hay done. So let's shut that off. Close that up. Pick that up. I think I'm going to end up leaving that strip there because there's not going to be enough for that to pick up. So let's pull up here. Let's take a quick look and see how many bales we did end up making this go around. Alrighty, so off of this strip alone, we got ourselves 19 more hay bales. I do have a little bit of hay left on the ground there. It's probably only going to be enough to do a half a bale, if that. So I'm not too concerned about that. I'll probably just leave it, just mow it in for the next time. Or if we do decide to plow this field in, I will just go ahead and plow it into the ground and let it add some extra nutrients to the ground or something like that. So yeah, not bad. 19 bales. I thought we were only going to get around 6. So let's go ahead and let's get the baler back to the farm. Alrighty, so almost to the farm. You actually look down there, you can see we have ourselves another crate of lettuce. So that'll help out with us trying to come up with this other, what do we need, like $2,000 in the next 2 days. So just one more thing that we can use. I could probably also take some of that lime out of the lime spreader. We could sell that, make a couple extra bucks off of that. We did or are looking at having a few calves coming up, so we could possibly sell a calf or 2 if need be. It's not really what I want to do, but if times are getting tough, I mean, we have to pay that $5,000 back every month. Otherwise, the bank is going to take the farm, and we've lost the farm, and I really don't want to do that. So we'll get it figured out. I have some other ideas for some other ventures that I want to do as well. Just different money-making ideas, possibly bringing in some bees and start producing some honey, and then seeing about maybe taking some of our milk, instead of selling it straight off, getting it turned into like butter or yogurt or something like that. So we'll get over here. Let's get this unhooked. Alright, let's get the tractor put away, and then I guess we can go clean up a little bit of that manure. There's not a whole lot left to do today. They're going to finish up that soybean field, and then we'll be done from there. So let me get this parked up and let me get the Bobcat. Alright, got the Bobcat here. We are going to go ahead and get this little bit of manure. There's not a whole lot here left. I have been actually keeping up on it. This Bobcat is very jumpy, very flinchy. Might have to look, see if there's anything in the mod hub that we could possibly switch this out with, because it is very jittery, and it doesn't seem to be wanting to cooperate. I really like the Bobcat. I had the Bobcat on FS17 when I ran my organic dairy farm on there. It was really nice. I really did like it. But this one just seems to have, like, just that. It just seems to have a little bit more issues than I'm willing to deal with. So, but I think for now, that is going to do it for me. It is going to do it for us on this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button if you did. Make sure you leave a comment, because you know that all helps with the algorithm and everything like that, getting, you know, my stuff out there on YouTube and helping the channel grow. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And as always, happy farming.